This is Happy Jay here. Joining me right now, we have Angel Morgan, who you might remember her from doing a show here on Whistle FM sometime. But it's great to have you here today, Angel. It's been a little while since we've seen each other, and great to know that you live not too far from me. And so I thought you'd pop by my place and talk about an upcoming show you're doing.
Thanks, Jason. I really am happy to be here. And yeah, I was so excited to find out that you're in Toronto.
That's
mean,
right.
high five on that. Like,
Oh,
seriously,
definitely,
we
yeah.
are here. Yeah, it was such a while ago that I was on Whistle doing Raising Energy on Stouffville.
Right,
Right?
yeah. Wow,
It was
wow.
so awesome. I loved doing that. So much has happened since then.
Yeah.
So much. And one of the greatest things that I love about this is that we've both grown. So I'm really happy to be here on Halloween, and I am so happy to let people know that I'm doing a show on the Day of the Dead.
Ooh.
It's not going to be in Toronto. We had a Toronto show 2 weeks ago, and what's really exciting is we did something that was never done before, ever.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what we did was we had a spirit box whom we've named Harvey.
Okay.
And in the second half of the show, we allowed Harvey, the spirit box, to help us out. And how we did that is we took this piece of equipment, and we were able to bring through the voices of the dead in a very tangible way. Audience members were able to hear the voices of their loved ones. At one point, I was standing on stage, and all of a sudden we heard Miles. And that's actually a client who was in the audience that day. And I
Wow.
said, that's him. And he goes, yep. He goes, that's my dad.
Yeah.
There was another woman there who got closure with her grandfather through the spirit box.
Ooh.
So we'd never experienced this in an audience situation before.
Right.
Normally, we'll take these pieces of equipment along with cameras and what we call REM pods, which we also used on stage, to cases with us, to haunted houses.
Yes. Oh,
right?
sure.
And I think this is so apropos for today as well, don't you think?
It is. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So we did have the REM pod with us as well, and the REM pod is temperature sensitive. So what happens is when a spirit comes close, it will go off and it will turn green, and we had that happen several times on cue. So basically, I would call in a spirit, and then the REM pod would go off, and the
Wow.
audience reactions were just priceless. So we're doing something similar to that on Saturday, November the 2nd, at Belhaven Hall in Georgina.
Okay.
And that's going to be really, really cool because the first half of the show, I'm going to be doing readings traditionally for the audience.
Oh, nice. Okay,
And then
yeah.
in the second half of the show, we're actually going to use Harvey again, and we're going to bring through messages. But
Yeah.
what makes this show different
Okay. Yeah.
is that we're going to have a post-show event.
Oh,
And
wow.
so people who buy a ticket, which are $25, not very expensive.
Right, right.
Part of those proceeds are actually going to cancer research.
Okay.
Those people will be entered into a raffle. The raffle, we will draw 20 names, and those names will be privy to what we call a paranormal seance.
Oh. Okay.
And this is going to be really cool. So we're tying in a traditional seance with the spirit box.
Oh, wow.
So we're putting it in the center of the circle as we call in the spirits, and that's just going to heighten the experience. So
Yes.
if you guys want to have a really awesome time, Saturday night, 7 p.m., the tickets will also be at the door, sold at the door, but you can go to raisingenergy.com for tickets, or you can go to Instagram, Raising Energy, and you can get the tickets in my link in the bio.
And so you're just telling me that it's your 25th anniversary being a psychic. So this is very special to be,
Yes.
it's kind of a celebration doing this event, but also celebrating your 25 years.
It is, and I'm so happy that you're a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
so happy that you're a part of it. So for me, we've just finished. This is going to be the last
Yeah.
show of an 8-show tour.
Right.
This is going to be the last show of an 8-show tour that we've done. We were at the Niagara Convention Center. I was privileged enough to be in New York City. We've done a few shows here. We just did the Factory Theater. So yeah, it's been an amazing year. And now next year, we're building on the Spirit Box, and we're going to be doing more shows as well. And that's going to be really cool because we have a very theatrical edge to this show too. So
Yes.
people like theater and the extravagance of lighting and all kinds of stuff. We're going to have some really really nice things to offer you. So we're going to have a really good time. And the show is an hour and a half. If you stay for the post-show event, that part is an hour. Again, it's $25, and raisingenergy.com is where you can get your tickets.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's very exciting. I wish you all the best for that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You are so welcome. You're so welcome. Thanks again, Angel, for joining us on the show. This is Happy Jay, and yes, be sure to check out that show in Georgina on November 2nd.